Today marks the day the G82 will be one of the fastest cars I've ever owned. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. As you can see in front of the G82, we have a bunch of gas cans, and that is because we need to go to E85 because we're tuning this car today. Now, if you aren't familiar with this car on the channel, this car made 530 wheel horsepower with the bolt-ons that it has on, but a stock tune. And well, we just recently got my ECU back from stage 4 tuning, and they unlocked it for us, which means now the car can be tuned. And once it is tuned, it will be making well over 700 wheel horsepower. Now this car does make 530 wheel, and that is very fast. But BMW did make this car very well, which means that even though it is rear wheel drive and makes 530 wheel horsepower, it still does not act like it wants to kill you, at least in my mind. But I am lucky enough to drive a lot of really fast cars, so that opinion might not apply to everybody. Well, 80 bucks later, we got a little over 15 gallons of E85. If you know anything about this gas station, you will know exactly why I didn't fill up and hold a giant camera while doing it, because it is a little sketchy. Well, the boys woke up. We got Spencer and we got their filmer. So we basically talked everything out. We're gonna do pump gas first. He's gonna go ahead, flash the car, make sure everything runs great on the maps that he puts on it. If he has to tweak anything, he will. And then after that, we'll go ahead and put E40 into the car and see how she rips. I told him we only have one E85 pump about 40 minutes away, and he was a little baffled.
Yeah, it's not what I'm used to, but you know, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, our E85 too is twice as expensive as yours. It's $5 a gallon.
Are you serious?
And what's the power level you're saying it should be out on E40?
E40 is gonna be 740 to 750 wheel. Is this an X-Drive car or rear wheel?
Rear wheel.
Oh. All right.
Now, before we keep going into today's video, I want to thank today's sponsor, Redtiger. Now, if you've been a part of the channel for a while now, you'll know that Redtiger is no stranger. We have Redtiger cameras on almost every single one of my vehicles, and today we're adding the View Clear 70 onto the Supra. Now, the View Clear 70 dash cam from Redtiger offers you a 2-channel camera system with 4K and HDR footage, which is amazing because it gives you that clear footage every single time, especially with the full color resolution and Sony Starvis 2 to give you nice quality footage at night especially. And a great thing about this camera as well is it comes with a 3-inch touchscreen in the front camera, which means that you can navigate through all the settings super easy, and also get to that one setting that's very important, Wi-Fi. That's right, this little thing has Wi-Fi built into it, which means that if you want to pull footage, you don't have to take the SD card out. All you gotta do is connect to the camera's Wi-Fi and you can pull footage directly onto your phone. Now, there are a few other features that I love about the View Clear 70, and one of them is how good the audio is. For me, audio is very important, and this camera did not disappoint with that. The audio is awesome in this thing. And another feature that I love is that it has a built-in GPS, which means that when I pull footage, I know exactly where that footage took place. And to top it all off, the camera offers voice activation, which means you can be hands-free while controlling the camera. Oh yeah, and one more thing. This camera took me less than 15 minutes to install, from unboxing all the way to mounting inside the Supra, 15 minutes. So if taking time out of your day was the one thing stopping you from putting a dash cam in, you don't have to worry with the Redtiger. It's very simple. Now, some of us have had some interesting experiences happen in the past with ourselves and our cars, and we wish we had a camera rolling. Well, you don't have to worry about that happening again, because now you will have a camera to make sure you have true peace of mind when you're driving. So go ahead, click the link in the description below, check out Redtiger and the View Clear 70 dash cam. Thank you so much, Redtiger, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into it.
Okay, so this is a rear wheel only car. I'm gonna tell you this, the E40 map will spin easily through fourth. So you're gonna have to be quick with your hands.
Okay.
So don't suck.
Okay. Don't suck.
Don't suck.
I mean, it's already a rebuilt title, so I mean...
Well, what's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen?
Rebuild it again.
It won't say rebuilt title squared on it. It'll be fine. Once we got back home, Spencer jumped right into working. First, he wanted to flash the ECU, and then after that, he would tune the transmission. Now with the ECU, we're gonna get 4 different maps. Map 1 will be for pump gas, 91, 92 octane. Map 2 will be for when we have a little bit better pump gas, 93 octane. Map 3 will be for 100 octane, and map 4 will be spicy map, E40 with all the power. On pump, it's gonna make what, 6?
Probably 580. Depends on who's measuring and on what day. It's not that huge of a difference on low octane pump from stock to tune. Where you really feel the difference is gonna be when we start playing with the high octane and the high boost stuff. There, the car tears your face off.
And that makes sense. And that's honestly like how I would want it, because from my experience and from what I've learned, cars on E, it's a lot safer on the car rather than the spicy pump map. All it takes is some bad gas and you're cooked.
Yeah, so if you're gonna run around on an on the limit pump file, or there's some guys out there that do some questionable stuff and turn down knock detection safeties, you can have a bad day. Pre-ignition is not something to play with. You melt spark plugs. It's not fun. So I tend to run the pump gas stuff pretty conservative, and then you play around when you have the good fuel. Okay. Logging started.
Log's going. That felt good.
Healthy.
It felt good. All right, so that was slot 1, and Spencer said everything checked out, looks good. Now we're gonna do slot 2, which is a little bit more aggressive. Most likely won't be running this car in slot 2 if I'm straight pump, but if I fill up the car right after running an E40 and I fill up straight pump, that's gonna bring the car down like an E15, E18, and then slot 2 is gonna be a little bit more safe to run. But then once I fill up again, then go down to slot 1. So would you say there's anything you need to adjust in slot 1?
Slot 1 looks beautiful.
Perfect.
Slot 1, honestly, we hit it right on the money. For your fuel, for the way that your 92 is running, slot 1 looks perfect.
If slot 2 shows what we're thinking it's gonna show, there's probably not gonna be any revision on that either.
And then we start to have fun.
And then we start to have some real fun and go even deeper into Mexico. Because right now we're
on the border.
We're right on the border. So we brought our passports and everything, so we're good. But yeah, once we get some E40 back home, then we're gonna go deeper, like Tijuana area. Log has started.
3, 2, 1, there we go.
Take this exit.
Yeah. Children, don't disconnect your front sway bars. Car drives like a
All right, just tested the E. It's landing right at E85, but I did put a little bit extra gas in there. So realistically, we're at an E80 right now, which is still pretty good gas. So we're gonna throw in as much as we can. We need to hit around 6.7 gallons of E85, and we should be at an E40.
All right, how many gallons are you in now?
3.
Dude, after this, it's gonna be a whole other level. How do you think it's gonna go?
Well, as long as the fuel goes in the tank, I think we're just gonna be all right.
All right, so we're gonna go to deep in Mexico. It's very fun. Just gotta remember we don't have sway bars.
You know, it's really good that you live close to Mexico.
I know, right?
Dude, we're going all the way to Cartagena.
Log is starting.
Dude, my microphone came off from that.
That feel good? That feel right?
Didn't feel all of what it should be. I want to check the log.
After looking at the logs and finding out that we're at a 2,100 foot elevation, and then we also have 3 people in the car.
That explains why my butt dyno feels a little bit off versus sea level. But no, we got no retard on there. It's doing 17 degrees ignition, 32 pounds of boost, safe. Gonna see if maybe we can crank the duty cycle up a little bit.
Keep in mind that this car weighs 3,900 pounds.
And right now it weighs
4,500 pounds, 46. I know. This isn't rev up, but I actually just ran out of rev up, so they're sending me more. So until then, we're gonna have to deal with this stuff.
All right.
That's an exhaust leak. All right.
Log has started.
All right, that felt a lot better.
a little bit pokier. Honestly, like, big props to Continental. Those tires they sent you are hooking pretty decent.
I'm telling you, they're actually good tires.
He said I'm sponsored.
Yeah. Well, and we also have a good amount of ballast over the rear axle.
Hey, dude, you got all this weight back here.
I think that's what he said, just a little bit more intelligently.
I might actually know what I'm talking about.
Does it look good?
Yeah. We went from 87 to 92% duty cycle. Still no retard. All right. Okay, fourth. That feels healthier.
Feels really healthy. Definitely hear that exhaust leak. I think a bolt might have snapped. I'm not quite sure.
That's okay.
It's fine. The exhaust is on there.
I'm gonna vomit back
If
here.
the bolt ejected itself, man, weight reduction, race car. We got nobody around us. All right.
All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, let's hit it. That's starting to feel like it's f***ing boogieing.
There's the log.
All right, let's take a little peekaboo at it.
Now on the second channel, I'm planning on putting this car on the dyno. That way we can see just how much more power we gain. So go over to Saturday Nights, hit that subscribe button. We're at 23,000 subscribers at the filming of this video. And the goal is to hit 100K by the end of the year. Pretty crazy goal, but if we can post consistently on the second channel, which is a more laid back version of this channel, it could happen. And also you'll be able to find out how much power this thing really makes. This is map 3, a little bit less spicy.
Still feels good.
It still feels spicy though.
All right.
That felt good.
Yeah, 3 feels strong.
That felt good. Now we do have a little bit of a wobble when he hits the brakes. That is the wheel bearing. We need a new one.
That's what that is. I was wondering what that is and why it feels like one side wants to fall off. All right.
It didn't feel like this when I first initially rebuilt the car, but once cars have a high impact on one side, eventually the wheel bearing will go out faster. It's just a thing that happens.
So hold on, you changed one.
I didn't change any yet.
Got it.
But I have the new one on the shelf at my house, ready to go once you guys leave.
Got it.
Yeah, we're fine.
I feel extra special. You know, just give him the car with the crash parts on
give
it.
it to him.
Yeah. It's
He'll
okay.
figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
Like I said, it can't be rebuilt titled twice. All right, you guys know the drill. I am going to be blurring this. If you want to see it, go over to the second page on Instagram. I'll be posting everything that we do in Mexico, but YouTube likes to not show this kind of stuff anymore and flag your account. So this will be blurred. It is done by professionals though, if YouTube does want to look at this. So yeah, the first donuts in the G82, and I'm not the one doing it. It's fine though, he tuned my car, so he earned it.
You realize that was the best one and we weren't in the car?
That's good. That means you're able to see it.
There you go.
Alright.
I like it.
No, it's right on the limit. The diff is locking, unlocking.
Spencer is quite a bit better driver than I am.
What, you want to go? You want to try that?
No, I'm okay. I'll try in the winter time when I really shine. Let's see if it feels like an F80 or a boat.
Somewhere in between.
I'm about to show you what's up, Spencer.
I hope he does.
step
It's
now.
got a little pep in its step, right?
So, first impressions, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Stage 4 sauce,
You're
baby.
pointing down.
Nah, he's smiling a lot. He's smiling a lot. That's
I
good.
like this. Yeah, this is fun. Thank you. So weird. This car loses traction so much different than F80. It dances like you were saying. You don't just hear the tires go whoosh. They're just, it kind of just tries to figure out how to give you grip. Now, after getting some confidence with just doing a regular pull, I then wanted to test out anti-leg. And then something bad kind of happened.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think he just blew his turbo.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, no.
Cut it off.
Turn it off completely?
No. Get over. Get over.
No.
Turbo. That's a turbo. Cut it off.
Fucking.
Okay, we got on the other camera.
That was your first anti-lag pull too.
First and last. I really hope the motor's okay.
You want race car? There you go, you got race car.
What?
A lot of oil in the exhaust. Turbo said good night.
Hey, comes with the territory. This car does have 63,000 miles on it. There's not many G80s that are in the high mile range either. Dang.
That was a lot of smoke.
My wife's gonna be pissed. She was so happy to be able to drive this car. Now I blew the turbos.
Do you have a tow truck?
Yeah, I'll call Schaefer's right now.
All right.
Well, look at that. All that oil. That's at least a quart. Definitely need to go back in and retighten those clamps after Monterey, and then I never did because I sent my ECU to get unlocked.
Yep. Well,
But,
you learned something about high mileage cars that have been crashed and had large shock loads going into certain components. Other components might have also been shock loaded.
Like the turbos?
Turbos. That might have bearings that have seen better days, but you know, this is all in the process of testing and development, and you know, just like you said, your wheel bearing that was prone to go bad, other bearings might have gotten damaged from said impact.
Man, I was really putting my money on the wheel bearing before the turbos though.
Well, you know,
It is what it is.
it is what it is, baby. That's all she wrote.
We did decide though, since I do want to single turbo this car one day, definitely not today, probably like 6 months to a year from now. In the meantime, we're thinking get some used turbos, put them in, and then relog and have a good day, because the tune is great. However, we will probably turn down the duty cycle a tad, maybe back down to where it was. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna be honest though, it might leave your duty cycle where it is, because that doesn't break on everybody else's car, and even at altitude. So I think you just had a weak component. That's all she wrote. We'll put it in, send it again.
Now, sadly, the turbo going out wasn't the last piece of bad news we were going to have that night, and you'll see why in a few minutes. But before that could happen, we had to get this car in the trailer. And since this car is a modern BMW, you need to turn it on to throw it in neutral. The other way to put it in neutral is to jack it up and get underneath the car. So we added some extra oil since the car did lose a little bit of oil from the turbo going out. And then we turned the car on really quick, put it in neutral, shut it off, and it was ready to go in the truck. Well, the good news is, when he turned it on just then, I didn't hear a click, 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 click like the yellow one before when it blew up. So I think the motor is okay, but I'm not gonna speak too soon on that. Look at this. We gotta scoop all this up and save it. The camera's a little low on oil. We could use this. There she goes. Alrighty. Time to hop in the fastest car. And yeah.
Listen, bro.
All right, it's time to move some cars around, folks. Luckily, it's not 11 o'clock. This happened somewhat at a decent time of the night. First startup, C7 Corvette. Luckily, the valves are closed. Next startup, twin turboed Lamborghini Huracan. Well, the car is here, but it showed up with more damage than when we put it on the truck. The parking brake was never engaged, and the car has been sloshing forward and back, forward and back. I wasn't filming it, but I caught it on my Ring camera, so I'm gonna put it up on screen. Kind of sucks. Front bumper's cooked. So, yeah. Don't know if it's repairable or not. Definitely gonna need a new front lip. I'll figure it out with the tow truck guy. Not the best day. Touchdown. Shit, bro. That sucks. It's cracked paint.
I'm pretty sure that's the only one. Yeah, I don't have brown.
Sucks. Really suck. Now the great thing about cars is everything is replaceable and fixable. Now we can't fix this bumper though if the car is not on the road. So we need to get this turbo out and get a new turbo in. So the first thing we need to do is take off some of the covers, the belly pan, and then remove the whole exhaust system. And that's when we found ourselves a little surprise.
Oh! Keep going, keep going.
Oh!
Push it up higher. Hold on. Ah! My suspicions were correct. There is a turbine wheel in the exhaust.
Wow.
Wow, wee wah.
Now that we found our problem, it was time to take it out. We first had to drain the oil and drain the coolant. And while the oil was getting drained, we did check it and the filter to make sure that the motor was fine. And luckily, it was. Also, I wasn't really good at filming this entire process because, well, Stage 4 Tuning stayed the entire time to help me with this whole process, and they even got us the new used turbo. Luckily, we only needed one, and they did not have to do this because it was obviously not their fault, but they stayed anyway, so I needed to get this car done fast because Stage 4 Tuning has a lot of other crazy cars to tune. But after messing with a few coolant lines, a few oil lines, and taking the downpipes off, both turbos were successfully taken out. Well, the turbo is off. Spent the entire day getting it out just because it's something I've never done before. Last time I took a turbo off a BMW, the motor was out of the car. This time, not so much. Shout out Keys Motorsports for making an amazing YouTube video on how to do this. We didn't follow all of Brian's steps, but the important ones we
Shortcuts of Brian's steps.
But we just checked, charge pipe is pretty dry. Like, there's a little bit of residual oil, but if it blew a lot of oil, it would have.
Nah, it didn't blow through. So, charge pipe is dry. Intercooler is also probably dry. If we want to be extra nice, we can pull the other side and check it and just feel.
Okay.
But should be good.
I mean, the turbo doesn't show up until tomorrow, so we have time.
Turbo shows up tomorrow morning. We'll check the other side, pull it, make sure that there's no metal particles or any bullshit in there, and then we're ready to reinstall, do everything in the reverse order. We just have to swap this wastegate actuator over to the other one.
Yeah, and this bracket here and some little stuff. But look at this.
Oh yeah, carnage. That is all she wrote.
That is insane. Wow. All right, like 45 minutes later.
45 minutes later, we're still on the charge pipe.
Yeah, so we put a phone into the charge pipe. There's no oil in the charge pipe. It's bone dry, which
is good.
But there are a couple pieces of metal from the turbo yeeting itself. So we gotta get the charge pipe off. Sadly, I do not have an upgraded charge pipe to throw in, so I'm gonna have to do this whole process again without Spencer here, which I think he'll be happy about that.
Good luck.
Well, good morning. Everything's cleaned up, everything's prepped, and look at what showed up in the mail.
And turbocharger, one that is hopefully functional.
Yeah.
No shaft play. The blades are intact on both sides. She's off a 6,000 mile car instead of a 63,000 mile car that has a checkered past. And we're gonna slap it in, put some fluids in it, hopefully not have it leak everywhere, and lick the stamp and stand it.
And that's it. There you go. All right, here we go. Don't drop it.
That was the sound of reassurance.
That sounded right.
Okay.
Put this in. Well, boys, she's back. We're back in business, boys. These guys were supposed to be here for 1 day, and they stayed for 3. That's how much they love Idaho.
I just love Idaho. You know, potatoes are my favorite thing. You know what, Jake? It's your dog. The dog is what made me stay.
Okay. It's time to go back to duty cycle, what was it, 88? 86?
It was doing 88. It's my model that I typically run for most everybody's wastegate configuration.
Okay.
So a little bit less aggressive, erring on the side of safety, just because the car does have mileage on it.
Yeah.
We were going to turn it up and make it extra special for you, but I'm done with changing turbos. No more extra special.
Yeah, you don't want to be here for a full week, do
No,
you?
I don't want to change the other one.
Okay, it is log time.
3, 2.
Spin a little bit. You know, I wonder if the turbo was going out, and that's why it felt so slow last time we logged that file, because that file felt different.
It did. It's very possible.
Okay, mad scientist is checking the data log. Starting to see a little bit more smoke too. The exhaust is starting to get warm. Should burn off within the next 30 minutes and it'll be chilling. Well, it looked good. No codes. So now we're gonna log it actually shifting through the gears this time. Yeah, it feels good. Like really good this time. Stop it?
Stop it.
Yeah, that
way
felt
faster.
way faster. Wow, that felt really good. Give us some good news.
Little retard on that run. 3 degrees. Nothing crazy. Maybe since now we have a little bit more healthy turbo and it's doing what it needs to do, might need another ½ gallon of E. And also it's cooler. Air's more dense, car's making more power.
Mm-hmm.
My friend, your car is done.
Easy money.
Shake my hand. All right, now let's go hoon it.
Last.
All right. Get
Right.
on the charge pipe. We're good.
Holy.
Get kids.
Well, good morning. It is now time to enjoy this car with me driving. As you guys saw, Spencer is a really, really good driver. And I would love to say that one day I'll be able to get to his level, but I don't know if that would happen. But I would like to maybe one day be able to drift at least 50% as good as him. So that's gonna be our new goal. After hanging out with him and seeing how he can control a car, I definitely wanna be able to do that. I can control a car pretty good, especially driving straight, doing donuts, all that stuff. But hitting those corners like that in Mexico is next level. But today, I don't know if we're gonna do anything crazy, but we are definitely gonna do some pulls. This car is fast now, like very fast. The second fastest car I own right now. Now I also did throw in a little bit more E85 because if you remember last night, Spencer did mention that the car was pulling a little bit of timing, which could have been the fact that now that the turbo is running good, the car isn't at the perfect blend because we don't have the flex fuel sensor in the car, so we're basically gauging what the E85 measures out to and how much we have in a tank and so forth. So I put a little bit more E85 so that we can confidently say that the car is over E40 and it's mixed by now. Let's see how this feels. Third gear. is crazy. Two hands on the wheel is definitely needed for this car if you're gonna do anything in third gear, at least when it's 53 degrees outside. Wow, this car is very freaking fast. Before I did say that I don't understand how people can wreck these things. Now with the Stage 4 tune, if you don't know how to drive this thing, this will kick out, especially a non-X drive. I can't even stay in it with one hand. All right, just gonna slowly roll into it in fourth. Okay, let him up in fourth. We're gonna get the Stage 4 boys. They decide to stay one more day. So we're gonna pick them up. They wanna get some more clips, and then I can actually have both hands on the wheel. Well, now I have a little bit more weight in the car. Spencer is enjoying his last hours of Potato Land.
I love Potato Land weather.
And Mike is all prepared. No hoodie, nothing, and it's 51 degrees outside and about to get a rainstorm. But now I can actually go hard with both hands on the wheel. Swung it.
Well, that overswinging, that's different.
Having a convo.
That's drifting. So that's diff related, right?
Yeah,
so
I can feel it.
Because this is an E-diff, right? You went one step too far and the E-diff popped open. See right there? You see where it digs right there?
Yeah, that's
So-
weird. But now it's time to say goodbye to these two. I will see them again at either Texas 2K or another random adventure, either to Idaho or somewhere different. But Spencer's getting cold, so we're gonna outro this video. Thank you so much, Stage 4 Tuning. If you guys want any tunes from these guys, hit them up. They made this car very, very spicy. And well, now that it has a fresh turbo, we can enjoy that spiciness. I will see you guys in the next video. Something very special did show up for this car, so it's gonna look insane. I'm just gonna tell you that. I'll see you guys next time. Drive safe.